$45 a person, and they're going to take me all 3 places, yeah, sign me up. Hey everyone, Darren back again. Another conversation about cruising, what to do, what not to do, and this time we're going to be talking a little bit about preparing to go on your cruise. So, for this one, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen, what to expect, because right now is when you want to start putting all your paperwork together and getting ready. That way you're way ahead of the game, you know what you're going to need, because sometimes it takes a little bit to get stuff ready, plus you also want to plan ahead a little bit in order to get the stuff that you want. First off, number 1, find the closest hotel that's going to be closest within your grasp. Now, talking about hotels for a second, don't worry about what it has or anything else like that, except amenities or anything. The only 2 things you need to worry about, personally, that I look at, is transportation shuttle service, breakfast. That's it. So, for me, I always look for a hotel, but I always travel with Marriott. So, wherever I go, I use my reward points from all the traveling that I do, and I use reward points to cash them in, and that pays for my hotel whenever I'm gone. Now, in saying that, I don't just pick any hotel. For instance, the one that's down in Cocoa Beach in Florida has a program, or a package I should say, to where they go through a third-party service, and it's $45 a person and they will come pick you up at the airport. They will take you to port, and we're at Port Canaveral, and then they'll be waiting for you at Port Canaveral when you get back to take you back to the airport for $45 a person. Okay, folks, from what I've understood, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but last time that I heard about this, the cab drive alone, just to get a cab from MCO to your hotel in close to Port Canaveral is about $70 because it's a 45-minute drive. So $45 a person, and they're going to take me all 3 places, yeah, sign me up. So what I'm looking at is doing that, and then the other thing that I looked at was, okay, what breakfast do they have? And my biggest thing is, I wake up, I want to go get breakfast, and then, because depending on how long I'm going to be at going through customs and everything else to get onto the ship, it might take a little bit. So I want to make sure that I got plenty of food in my stomach, because whenever you're there, they have vending machines, and they have like a little, sometimes they have like a little like deli bistro thing that's off to the side, but you know, I'd rather have my stomach full and just go with it. Whenever you're there, so go get you some breakfast when you wake up the next morning, and you want to fly wherever you're staying at. I know people that, especially if you're from the north, anything that's north of Interstate 64 between the months of November to the end of February, fly out the day before you have to get on your flight. Stay the night at the hotel at port, because depending on how the weather is, it might change, or for anywhere for that matter. Recommendation is to fly in or go to your port the day before. That way you have plenty of time, you can stay the night, wake up the next morning, and just go. Makes it a lot easier, and you'll lose yourself a lot of hassle having to worry about, oh my god, my flight got delayed, or you know, whatever may happen. Because trust me, it happens. The next thing, okay, so you're driving there, you're at your hotel, you stay in the night, you woke up, you got breakfast. Okay, all your bags are packed, and you have your carry-on that you're going to take with you, and you're going to have that with you the whole time. So whatever you want to take with you, have with you all day until your room is ready, and then a side bag or whatever. Remember, whatever you have, you're keeping until your room is ready. So limit yourself on what you have, especially if you're going solo. That way you know that you don't have to haul around 40,000 bags whenever you're going someplace. So if you can just have like a satchel or like something small to put stuff in, do that. You're gonna get an email about 3 days-ish, 3 or 4 days before you get on your ship. That 3 or 4 days before you get on your ship, it's going to tell you a time to come to the port. Go at that specified time that it tells you. Just make sure you're there at the time that it tells you to get on your ship, because what Carnival does is they break everybody up so that it's not so packed inside the customs building. If you had, I mean, you could put thousands of people on these ships. Putting thousands of people on these ships with that many people all in one room, it gets a little hectic. So whatever time it tells you to go on that email to come to the ship, do it. Don't everybody try to rush whenever as soon as early in the morning, because you can't get, they won't let you in there anyway, and it just makes it harder and longer on everybody else. Go at your specified time. The ship's not leaving without you as long as you make it there by your departure time, whatever it says on there, which most of the time it usually leaves about 4. So quit getting in a hurry. Whenever you get, you're going to take your shuttle wherever. They have parking that are at the ports. I'm not really sure of that schedule because I've never driven my own car to the port and parked it there at port parking. I've never done that, so I can't really help you out on that one. I do know some people, a bunch of people that have done it, so if you have, comment down below. What was your experience? How much was it? What time should they get there? Let everybody know. Share a little bit. That's why we're here, right? You're there. Okay, whenever you pull up, you're going to be spotted by the porters. And the porter staff is going to come up. They're going to come to your vehicle, and they're going to take your luggage out. Some of them do, some of them don't. If not, if you're in a taxi or something, take all your luggage. You'll stay off to the side. Wait your turn. There's going to be a lot of people there. Patience is key right now. You're going to have all your luggage with you. When the porters come by and it's your turn, they're going to walk up. They're going to ask you what goes. They're going to give you a sticker that you should have on there, and your luggage tags that you got whenever you print it out from your online check-in. Little key. Fold them up like they tell you to. It's really simple. You take it, fold it over, and then they're going to tell you to staple it. Okay, before you staple it, go through and take some clear packaging tape. Learned this trick from my sister, and it was worth it too, let me tell you. Take some clear packaging tape and wrap it up, just like you're laminating it, but use packaging tape because it's more flimsy and you can bend it. Whereas a laminator, you won't be able to bend it as easily, and it'll split and crack whenever I get ready to tell you the next part. But take the clear packaging tape, wrap it all the way up, and before you leave, and after you get it all on there, take your stapler and staple the hell out of it all the way around it so that it's not going to fall off. What this does, it protects it even more, because the porters, if you've got anything that's in your luggage or anything that is breakable or salvageable or anything, first of all, if you're going to do that, make sure you put it in something that's not going to break easily. A bottle of wine, something like that. If you're to have a boot or a shoe, stuff it down inside your boot or your shoe. That way it doesn't break or collapse or something like that, and wrap it up. But it has to be in your carry-on though too, so keep that in mind. The other thing is, it's going to make it more sturdy, so it's not going to fall off, so that you always know where your luggage is going to go. Another thing is print out extras of your luggage tag and put them inside your suitcase. So if that happens to still fall off, you can always look at the top and they'll be able to see right there off the top, okay, this is where this luggage needs to go. So you have one on the inside and then staple the one like you're supposed to on the outside. But make sure those are all on there. They're going to also give you another tag as well to put on all the luggage that is going to be ported, that you're not taking with you. Fill everything out, put it on there real quick. It takes a couple seconds, and they'll actually come around and hand them to you while you're waiting for a porter to come by and get your luggage. After you hand it over to your luggage, then you're going to move up and you're going to move into customs. Okay. While you're there, there are signs up, and I can't stress this enough. There are signs up that says no photography, no use of cell phone or anything else like that. The reason they say that is because when people get a bunch of people start talking on their phone, everything else, you can't hear anybody else over the overhead. You're on vacation. Put the cell phone up. Throw it away. Now, I do know the people that will text, they'll check Twitter, they'll check Facebook, something like that. Sure, but do not be on your phone and do not be taking pictures or anything, because due to security reasons, they will come by and they will talk. They will have a conversation with you about it. I've seen it happen. So before you get onto the ship and everything, and as you get your zone card ID, okay, you're going to go up and you're going to get your sail and sign card. This is going to be your sail and sign card. So, well, this is your sail and sign card. So on here, this is your life, okay? This is your room key. This is how you charge stuff to your room. This is how you get on the ship. This is also how you get off of the ship. Do not lose this. Don't lose it. If you do, go to the service desk, let them know immediately, because people can charge to your room with just this simple card right here. And what it is, up here at the top, you're gonna have your folio number. If you're good at remembering numbers, remember your folio number. That way you don't have to pull this thing out of your pocket. I mean, some of the waitresses, the wait staff is still going to ask you to pull out, like if you get a drink or something, they're still going to ask you to pull it out so that they can see this. But for the most part, after you've been on there 5 or 3 or 4 days, you can finally just tell them, follow your folio number, and they'll know it off the top of their head. It's going to have your name. It's going to have the name of your ship up here in the top right corner. Name of the ship, the date you're leaving, Carnival, your name, and it's also going to say your dining option. Your dining option was something that you could have chosen when you first originally made your cruise. There's early dining, late dining, and anytime dining. If you do early dining, you have a reserve table, and you're one of the first people to get dinner. If you have late dining, then you'll also have a reserve table, and it'll be later on in the evening. If you have anytime dining, you can go whenever you want. You do not have a reserve table every night, so your table mate is going to switch up every night. You're not going to have the same people, but you can go in there and sit down anytime you want to, but they're going to set the other people first. After they set the other people that had early dining or late dining, then they'll let you go in. Then it's also going to have your table number on there too if you have later. Whenever we were there, we had late dining, and mine was for 8:15, and I was at table 337. This was on the Freedom back in 2011. Then you're going to have your folio number, and then there's going to be a big letter down here at the bottom of the card. That letter is going to be your muster station. That's where you're going to. If in case of an emergency, and they'll explain all that on the ship. In case of an emergency and you have to evacuate the ship, well, heaven forbid, but if that were to ever happen, that is because you get panicked, some people don't forget, you can just look at your sailing sign, that's where I need to go. So that's where you'll be going to. So that is your sailing sign card. Hold on to that. Now, whenever they call your name to go and get on the ship, yay! Vacation's almost here. Everybody's excited. Grab your stuff. Go. Go up. Give your card, your zone card plaque thing. Give that back to the person who had it in there. Have this out and ready. Your sailing sign. Have it out and ready. Whenever you get there, you're gonna meet up. First of all, you're gonna get your picture taken. Cheese. Say smile, and then click. But there's going to be a lot of people there. They're going to be pushing you through and everything. But if you're there with a group of people, they'll try to work with you so that you all get on the same ship at the same time, and you can all have your picture taken as a group. And then after you get your picture taken, you're going to walk up to security. You're going to give them your sail and sign card. It's going to go into a machine, and as it goes into the machine, they're going to take your picture. And this is your security picture, so that anytime this card is scanned, used anywhere on the ship, your picture is going to pop up so that whoever swiped it can match the picture with the person to make sure that it's the right person. It's a little bit more of a security, and it also lets them know whenever they're getting on and off the ship that if somebody steals your sailing sign while you're off the ship, then when security scans it, they can look at it and be like, that's not you. Arrest that man. Just saying. So it's a really nice thing to have. So have this out and have it with you. You're there. Now, if you're all traveling together, this is where it gets a little tricky, because me and my family have this issue, kind of, every time that we travel. My sister is a platinum. My cousin is a platinum. I am a red. So it makes it really hard. So every time that I see Faster to the Fun come available, and if you don't know what Faster to the Fun is, Faster to the Fun is definitely worth it. Unless you're platinum or something like that, then you really don't have any benefit. Faster to the Fun gives you access to the platinum line when you're at courtesy and checkout and everything else at the front at the service desk. It also gives you early embarkation onto the ship, so you can get up there right with the platinum people and be one of the first people on the ship. It also guarantees your room to be ready almost immediately, which is a very, very, very good thing. So I always try to purchase Faster to the Fun. It's $50 and you only have to purchase one. And a lot of people don't know that, because it gets confusing. But you only need one, and it covers everybody in the cabin. Now, if you purchase this after you printed out your boarding pass, you'll need to reprint your boarding passes out, because it puts a special symbol on there telling everybody that you have Faster to the Fun. So if you've purchased it after you printed your boarding passes, throw all of them away, because you're going to need new ones. So reprint out your boarding passes. I always wait to print out my boarding passes until the day before, or unless I know for sure I'm not buying anything else. So if I'm not buying anything else from Carnival, I will go ahead and print out my boarding passes and have them ready. Now, while you're there, they're going to call off the Diamond members, the Platinum members, and then they're going to call off Faster to the Fun. They're going to be taking your picture as soon as you get onto, well, almost onto the ship. So whenever you're sitting there and you check in, they're going to give you a zone number, and that's when you wait in line until they call your zone or area. Sit down. Once again, patience is key. Don't get in a hurry. We're on vacation. You're going to get on a boat eventually. Just calm down. Whenever you get ready to get onto the ship and they call your zone, what you're going to do is you're going to walk up to where they tell you to walk up to. You're going to give your ticket, your zone card. You're going to give it back to that person. They're going to direct you which way you need to go. As you get ready to leave the zone, the stationary area, standby area, whatever you want to call it, you're going to be getting ready to get on your ship. So grab all your stuff, take it with you. You shouldn't have much, like I said, a carry-on or a small bag or something to get you by until after you eat lunch, so that until you can get access to your room. You're usually going to enter on the lobby level. When you enter on lobby level, taking the ooh, the ah, the essence and everything. But here's another thing before we get into the lobby. I want to stress this enough, and I've noticed this every time, and I made a video about common courtesy, so if you guys want to look at that, you can check it out. I'll put a link here-ish, so check that out. Walk down the right side. If you have luggage and everything, people are still coming off of the ship, staff, stuff like that, so, and there may be an emergency, but the aisles are wide enough to where 5 people can walk side by side up the trail and get right up into the ship. But you don't need to walk 5 people wide. There's still people that are coming through there. Your luggage, and if you're on it, stay on the right side of the path. That way, people coming down, you're going up, leaves everything opened up. I can't stress that enough, because it gets annoying when people are coming down and you hear security or you hear the staff people, move, move, you know, it gets annoying. So common courtesy, stay to the right and you'll be fine. After you get on the ship, then there's going to be the ooh, the ah, the essence, blah, blah, blah. As soon as you get in there, go up to the Lido deck, grab you some lunch. The ship's not leaving usually till 4 o'clock, so you've got plenty of time to get there. Now, in saying that, so yeah, you're going to get on the ship. check out the ooh, the ah, wow, that's a pretty lobby, wow. You know, take it all in, go get you some lunch. After you get you some lunch, go up to the Lido deck. There's always a going away party. After you get to the going away party, prepare to dance, shake your booty, you know, and you probably meet the cruise director, probably be out there. The last couple ships that I've been on, the cruise director is the one that does the sail away party, and they're right out there with you, and they're dancing. They want to make sure that you're having a good time, and you should be. You're on vacation, right? So go through there, have a good time, and then right before the ship gets ready to leave, your room will probably be ready, and then you can go down there. Your luggage may not be there yet, but your room will probably be ready. Go on ahead down there, check into your room. Until then, once again, my name is Darren. Have fun, and most of all, happy cruising. My next video that we're going to talk about packing and what I like to take with me in my suitcases while I'm gone, especially on long trips. So until the next video, see you on the flip side. Later.
Please hang up and try again.